here I have one of the participants of this rally in support of Ukraine. You're Ukrainian. Can you just say a couple of words? What do you think about the current sanctions imposed on Russia, and how can the European Union, how can the United States, how can the democratic countries in Asia, in Europe, all around the world, including Taiwan, help Ukraine? What can we do?
I mean, first of all, the most important to stay united. That's like one of the most important things, and united like not only in Europe, not only with the Western countries in US, Canada and Australia, but basically globally. And the sanctions now, they might work, but it will take a lot of time until we'll see, like some results. I believe that first of all, Russia should be cut off from any financial institutions and
like SWIFT, right?
Of course, SWIFT. I believe that Russian gas should be and oil should be under embargo from the Western countries, especially in Europe. And I should believe that the world should find the ways how to make Europe much more independent from energetic perspective. And we need weapons. We don't need people, but we need weapons. Just support us. Not even like explode or something. The ones we can protect ourselves. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I really hope that Russia will be cut off SWIFT, and that Ukraine can join NATO and maybe in future European Union. You have been like a shield for all other Europe. Today it's you, and who is tomorrow? Maybe it's us. Maybe it's Poland. Maybe we don't know. So just everyone should support Ukraine right now.
I really believe that Putin is insane, and if people will not react, if the world will not react, Ukraine will not be the last one to suffer.
Exactly, and we should cut off this gas dependency. It's like a drug. It's like a drug. We should buy energy sources from somewhere else.
Yes, exactly.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So regarding those sanctions and what Ukraine has been going through right now, this war, people dying, and like what happened like on the Snake Island today, those brave Ukrainians suffered their lives to protect their democracy, to protect their independence, to protect their country. What can you say about the sanctions that are being imposed by the United States, by Canada, by European Union? And are those enough? And if not, what can be done by the whole world, including Asian democracies, including the US, including NATO countries, to protect Ukraine? Because you have been a shield of the whole Europe for 8 years, even more right now, and we should pay more attention to what's going on there.
Yeah, I agree to your point, actually. And these sanctions, as we see them now, they're a joke. Yeah, this is definitely not enough to support the country. They're not equal to the opposition that we see from the evil movement of Russia, right? And I was just talking to my mom today. My mom was pro-Russian back in the days, and now she completely changed her mind because it became so obvious to everyone in the world what Russia is doing and how it is not equal to another side of the conflict, let's say. So yeah, what I was discussing with my mom actually is that the sanctions that are being imposed at the moment, they are going to destroy the economy of Russia long term. But what we need right now is a clear difference from day to day of how they cannot convey their policy from day to day and to move forward, right? So we need a quick solution, so to say. And of course, I personally don't want right now from today on the American soldiers, the German soldiers to be in Ukraine. So it has to be the sanctions, right? But it has to be, of course, much stronger of the sanctions. SWIFT, that's probably like the main demand right now, like what's really gonna change the situation, because then
Zelensky also demanded it, and Ukrainian Minister of Foreign Affairs also demanded it.
That's right, and it is really a shame that which country of Europe blocked the imposing of these SWIFT sanctions to Russia today? Germany, exactly. And today we all signed a petition for the German government to reconsider, to rethink what they just thought today to do. Yeah, so SWIFT is really important. Of course, it's really important that Russia should have no access to any kind of European or the world markets at all, right? And also, the stuff that is gonna damage the image of this regime of Russia, Putin, and Kremlin, and so on. We're talking football. I'm a big football fan, for instance, yeah. And what is gonna happen next month, or what was supposed to happen next month, is the playoffs to Euro. Or to the World Cup in Qatar, I'm sorry, yeah? And both Ukraine and Russian national team made it to the playoffs. And now they are gonna face the same situation. Both Ukrainian and Russian team are not allowed to play in Ukraine or Russia respectively. They're gonna play the neutral fields. But how about not letting the Russian national team
letting
to
the
participate
aggressor.
at all?
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be, a clear difference of what Ukraine is doing, what Russia is doing, what Europe is doing, what Russia is doing, and it is not equal at all, right? We cannot say it's the same thing. So these kind of stuff, yeah. And the Gazprom is the official sponsor of so many shows, of so many football or sport competitions all over the world. I cannot stand seeing it at all, yeah, on the TV. And this is money. This is money for Germany. This is money for America. We all understand that. I mean, they're not gonna stop their social and public and economical life from today on just because of Ukraine. But I mean, they signed a Budapest Memorandum.
In 1994, you lost your nuclear arsenal, one of the biggest in the world, in change of protection and guarantees for Ukrainian territorial integrity and sovereignty. And then what happened in 2014?
So I do believe that Ukraine deserves a little bit of respect and a little bit of even, a little loss for the economy of America or Germany, because we suffered a big loss over this time, and actually we gave it up to be free and peaceful. It should remain this way, right? That's what I think. And also, what is the scariest part for me right now, maybe one of the scariest things, is that Russian soldiers occupied Chernobyl. And this is a huge thing. And the level of radiation is already increased in Chernobyl, because all these tanks and armored machines, whenever they go, the ground raises.
There's vibration.
Exactly, and this is how Russia is gonna threaten the whole Europe. The next step is having Chernobyl as to just kidnapping Chernobyl basically, and threatening everyone with the nuclear danger, the whole Europe. And when it's not clear yet for the German politicians, for Austrian politicians, and for any other European politicians of what is going to happen when they're all going to be affected by that radiation, because Russian army is not so great at keeping it safe, right?
Yeah.
Whenever they go, then it has to be really, really obvious for them that if no critical sanctions, such as canceling all relations with Russia, all the business with Russia, not buying a single bit of stuff from Russia, everything. Then the next step is the nuclear danger to their countries. 希杰要帮助乌克兰。
乌克兰加油！Thank you so much. Thank you.
谢谢。